Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Hello, hola, bonjour, hey y'all, my name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. Now, we're going to do just a regular old Amberlynn Reids reaction. She's uploaded a banger for us today, and it's a scorching hot day. It's 40 Celsius, and well, I am just so damn thirsty. Let's dive in. Hey, Amberlynn uploaded a banger of a video for us today. It's full of exciting tea and secrets. Check out the title. It's called Destiny Hurt Me, I'm Moving, Ozempic, Intimacy, Self-Identity, Weight Loss Surgery, and more. That's a lot of tea for one video. We better jump right in. Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So I haven't done like a Q&A on YouTube in a hot minute, or at least it feels that way. I don't know. So I figured let's do one. I went onto Instagram and I had you guys ask me questions, and I'm doing it a little different this time. Y'all's questions are...
Okay, is there something different with her hair? Here comes the man. He's going to sing through the whole reaction. We know this is what happens. I can't control him. Her hair looks decidedly darker to me. Not only does it look clean, so let's hear it for the girl. She washed her hair, I guess. Did she dye her hair? And no shame, as someone who has destroyed her hair with dye over the years. Why wouldn't you vlog that? That would have been interesting. Can you come up here if you're going to talk like that? Come here. Rio? So anyway, do you clock that hair looks different? It does to me.
In this box. Normally I have a crown living in this box. Yes, I have a crown. It is what it is. All queens have a crown. So my friend actually came
Some queens don't have crowns.
Up with this idea. They were over here hanging out. They're kind of new to like the YouTube world. I've tried to explain it to them, and I was explaining like how it's my job and all that. They've watched some of my videos, but I told them how what my next video was, and then 2 and 2 came together, and he was like, let me choose the questions. And as he was going through, he was like, I don't understand most of this. What are they talking about? Because there's a lot of like inside things.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, who's this guy? Where did they meet a new friend? I mean, it's possible. You know, it's all about the friends we meet along the way. But it's a guy friend? Where's Amber meeting guys? Is it wifey's friend? I mean, Fleen? Did Fleen meet somebody when she was out picking up food and brought them home? Well, that's not very safe. Maybe it's the home visit hairdresser. That's who it is. It's the home visit hairdresser.
Between me and YouTube, and they were just confused. But he chose questions, wrote them on paper, folded them up, and put them in here. I have no idea what to expect.
I will never ask you to write out a bunch of questions about me and take the time to do that and put them in a little box and research. No. Not what you do to your new friends.
I don't know a single question that's in here. I know you're watching. You better follow the rules. I gave one rule. I said we have to have all genres, like a freaking movie. We need comedy, we need horror, we need education, we need lifestyle, we need romance, we need drama.
Main character syndrome at all, Amber?
Let's get into it. Here are all the pages. This is so funny. All right, let's do this thing. Would you rather live on a farm?
Show us the writing.
Or on a boat? definitely on a farm. Me and boats, we don't connect, which is crazy because as a young girl, I went on plenty of boats. I swam in the middle of the ocean, okay? Like, I had no fear. And now I'm like, nope, don't.
Okay. Again, we can't prove or disprove this, it's strictly opinion. But how is a young child with two drug-addled parents living in a trailer park, or conversely, living in foster care, spending so much time on boats? And yeah, she lived in California, but I don't think she lived on the coast. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And when was she in the middle of the ocean? Like, Amber, if you've literally been swimming in the middle of the ocean, then maybe tell us about that. That might be interesting, like the hair dye story. Just a thought.
Be anywhere near the water. What is one thing you'll never do again? Wow, that's hard. I will never eat meth again. Yes, I ate meth. I was 15, and it'll never happen again.
Amber ate meth when she was 15. Now, she has told us this story before. She told us in a live stream with Becky that her and her friend found her parents' drug stash and just decided to nibble on it. Could have happened, I guess. The other thing that's unusual is she often talks about this mysterious year and a half in her timeline, sometimes around 14 and 15, when she left foster care and was sent back to her parents for a year and a half long trial to live with them to make sure they were, fit to be parents again. And yet she often mentions that there was no clean household. That house was full of drugs every time she was in it. Now, I'm not sure about how it all works down in the United States of America, but it seems odd to me that child services would put a child in a home with former drug addicts to see if they got better without any kind of proof or any kind of home visits or any. It's just a weird story, isn't it? And there's little Bambi chewing on her meth, just dainty bites of meth. My other thought is, if you did eat meth, would you not talk about how it made you feel? Like, oh my God, when I was a kid, what an idiot. I took a little nibble of my parents' meth. Oh my God, I was so messed up. I mean, and meth's pretty strong. Is there an amount that a 14-year-old child could do that they wouldn't feel? Maybe. Again, it's all supposition, really, isn't it? We can't prove anything about her childhood. Little Bambi eating meth. All right.
Oh, well, not. Can you make recipes at home like takeout, but instead fake out? Fake out! Wait, that is so cute. I love that idea. It'd be like a fake out series. Wait.
I love the idea of Amber trying that idea. Let's do it together, Bambi.
Wait, that's the only type of fake I like. What is your coming out story? With my mom, she found out because she found a letter in my pants.
We've heard this before.
Yes.
We've heard this before. We've heard almost everything she has to say about herself before. We've heard the meth story before. We've heard the coming out story before. What are all these questions?
Are you continuing to heal from your past trauma? Yes, I am. I actually have not had a therapy appointment in like 3 weeks, so.
Why? She told us that she, she told us that she had to do therapy every 2 weeks, but she chose to do it every week because she's so into it and it's so empowering and it's making such a magnanimous difference in her life. And now she's just stopped going. Tell me in the comments if you think she's ever going to resume this therapy again.
I need to get on to that. I have my next one scheduled. What made you feel disconnected with your weight loss surgery journey? I let fear hardcore get in the way, and it was just like so many things kept telling me, don't do it, don't do it. Like, it was as if my gut was telling me like something bad is gonna happen. And
isn't this what the therapy's for? Wouldn't you be discussing these fears in therapy? Wouldn't the therapy prior to your weight loss surgery be addressing these issues? That therapy, weight loss surgery preparation therapy, isn't necessarily to focus on your childhood, necessarily. I'm sure that's part of it. But I'm sure a lot of it is to prepare you for the weight loss surgery. And I'm sure these things would be addressed because this sounds like a pretty common fear. But none of this came up in the therapy for her.
I don't know. I just like,
Okay.
I don't know. Something was telling me don't do it. I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know if I want to 100% get into it right now, but there are just things just telling me not to do it. Like, I don't know. I definitely
It's her whole chest, it's her whole gut, it's her whole heart, it's her previous life as a surgeon.
trust my gut a lot. Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. I
Yeah,
also trust
often.
my intuition. Obviously I'm wrong sometimes. It just didn't feel right. What's one good habit you have accomplished in June that you will carry with you into July? Ooh, definitely eating at home more. Like less takeout, so many more like
Wait a second now. Would this be considered gaslighting in the purest and deepest and most original sense of the word? Amberlynn Reid, you did a no takeout challenge in June that you failed by eating takeout food. You failed that challenge. I know it didn't have a day, it didn't have a number, it wasn't a 10-day or a 30-day or a 100-day challenge. It was just a challenge for the rest of your life, you said. Something to that effect. And you failed it because you ordered the takeout. And, methinks you ordered more than once. And now you're saying that the good habit you're bringing into July is eating at home. Just eating at home more now, though. It's not the no takeout anymore. It's just more now.
whole foods. And so many people like believe that they need to count calories and measure their food to lose weight, but it's just like when I don't count calories and I'm literally just eating like whole foods and foods that like feel good and nourish your body, I notice I lose weight.
But you're not doing that. You're ordering McDonald's and you're gaining weight. So shut up. I don't know. Like, who's going to listen to you? This is ridiculous nonsense, Amber.
The minute I start like counting them pesky calories and adding more like processed, obviously I'm not perfect, but adding more like processed and measuring everything, like I
Practice
don't
and
lose as
perfection.
much weight. So I feel like there is like a really big misconception. I
We
feel like a
all
lot of
talked about
people do
perfection.
count calories because they do like the processed food. So if it works for you, I love that. But like for me, I don't. I just feel so much better eating whole foods, nourished. Like putting my head in this weird spot of like having to measure out broccoli. Girl, no. Like, I'm not gonna measure out my broccoli, sorry. Do you have an exercise routine
You don't have to measure out broccoli when you order from McDonald's.
right now? I don't. I actually don't.
She
And I need
actually, oh my God, she actually doesn't have a workout routine right now. Oh my God, how shocking. How weird. That's odd. What happened to the 45 crunches? We saw a little note a couple months ago now. You did 45 crunches on your first day of working out. It was impressive because I'll tell you, bitch, I can't do that. I do have a nice new stationary bike, though. We will be doing that.
Wow. You know what? I don't know who I am. I was gonna try to come up with an answer, but I literally don't know who I am. I
I
have no
believe
idea who I
this.
am as a person. I don't know my favorite color. I don't know my clothing style. I don't know who I am. I feel like the only thing I do know is things that I'm
It's like
passionate
eating.
about.
Eating? This I find really sad because this moment I find pretty genuine. I don't think she has a clue who she is. I don't know if that's a disorder or just who she is, but she doesn't. Now, it's weird. Is she afraid to commit to something? Like, who I was in my 20s is not who I am today. We change, and that's okay. That's what human beings do. You might totally change a lot of your personality. They think the core stays the same, but she hasn't. She just changes to each girlfriend, and it's so weird. She doesn't have any taste, any likes of her own. She It's really weird, huh?
Things that like give me the Frisian goosebumps. Like I know what type of music I love and I can just feel my soul dance and I can feel my soul cry to certain songs and just really truly feel it. I know that I
You
love
like music, we
Legos
get it.
and
We all do.
I absolutely adore animals and things like that, but like truly I just don't know who I am.
Um, Consumer crap that you buy, your taste in consumer goods isn't a personality, Amber. It's just not. there's a thing called an elevator pitch where, like, if you met somebody in an elevator and you had like a minute or 2 minutes to just tell them who you are, how would you succinctly wrap that up in a sentence or two to give somebody an idea of who you are and, might intrigue them to get to know more? Amber doesn't have an elevator pitch. Amber's elevator pitch is the things that she likes to buy and eat and watch. Hey, Amber, can you tell us a little bit who your personality is? Yeah, I like Legos and I love Miley Cyrus. Oh, I feel it in my soul. And I'm afraid to try new foods. That's not none of those things are personality, Amber. Good Lord.
And I am hoping that I will eventually find out. Like, I just feel like every day is a new day to learn more about yourself and who you are. And I'm 32 years old, and I don't know. Like, who is she? Who is Amberlynn Reid? I don't know if I'll ever even have an answer. How long do you think is appropriate to be in a talking stage before?
I think we could write an elevator pitch for who Amberlynn Reid is. A succinct 2 or 3 sentence pitch for who Amberlynn Reid is, but she doesn't have a clue.
Or dating? That depends. Like, everyone is completely different. It depends on how connected you guys feel, etc., etc. I feel like you can talk to someone for 2 days and be ready to go on a date with them. For some people, you talk for a month and then you're finally ready. So it just depends on the circumstances, honestly. Why did you agree to talk to Destiny at all, knowing it wouldn't be good for you? Oh boy. I didn't think my friend was going to choose any Destiny questions, but he did.
Yeah, how would your friend who doesn't know YouTube, doesn't know anything about your drama, but has watched a couple of your videos, doesn't get any of the lore, why would he choose this question? Because you wrote this question to yourself, is what most of us think. You sat there and you wrote in your little script with your little hearts over your eyes and your little circles and whatever crap you do. And you wrote the little questions out and you put them in your little pink box. And you made up a big story about somebody else doing that. We know. It's pretty clear. You wrote these questions to yourself.
I think I wanted like my own closure. I wanted my own closure, honestly. I have so many questions that I wanted to ask her and I didn't. I felt blindsided. A lot of people think that I was watching her live and I definitely was not. I had no idea that she was live.
You did know she was live. You at least in the beginning knew she was live. None of us can say what happened when Destiny's stream went down and what Destiny said to you. I don't know. We can only speculate. And you know me, I'm not big on the speculation, but you knew in the beginning it was live. Come on. And don't tell me I would do it. If I was her in that position, I would have been clicking on YouTube and watching that stream. Of course. I find it very hard to believe that she didn't go to Destiny's channel when she knew that. Come on.
And once she told me she was live, I said, okay. And then I guess her live ended or something because she said, okay, now we're talking in private. And she never told me she went back on live stream. When people say, oh, those are Amberlynn's true colors. No, that's not what you saw. No. You saw a side of me that is very angry, very betrayed. That's all it was. You saw me talk to somebody who absolutely has betrayed me. That's
because when you made the laughing, joking comment about the heart attack, you weren't particularly angry. That wasn't a moment that was born from anger or passion in the moment. That was just you being a bitch. And that phone call with Destiny, that was just you being a bitch. Sorry.
Someone I used to love, who used to love me, who I've given my heart to, my body to, etc. Someone that I thought I was going to be with for a very, very long time.
Irrelevant.
Who then betrayed me.
You betrayed her. So yeah. You've betrayed her too. You betrayed her when you were together by hanging the camera over the shower, for God's sakes. Shut up.
You saw a side of me that was
rules for me and different rules for others. Stop it with the stupid narcissism.
Hurt. That was blindsided. That was extremely, extremely angry. And I've had a lot of people actually message me on Instagram saying, you handled that better than I would. I don't know what people are talking about. Like,
really? Talking personal information about her father? And her brother? I mean, her brother's drug addiction is bad enough, but to me that thing, maybe because I don't have a dad. My father passed when I was 9. But the dad thing got me when she spewed out about that. I'm not going to repeat it. Even if she didn't know it was live, even if that was in private, I'm who does that? You know who does that? A bitch. A real bitch is the kind of person that would spew that shit. None of these girlfriends have spewed any poison about your family, and I'm sure there's a lot of dirt they could spill that would shock people or titillate them, and they don't, unless it was something they were directly involved in. And you were not directly involved in either one of those situations that you talked about with Destiny's family. You just weren't. You were being a bitch. I don't care if you say you were mad. That is your core. That is so much. That's why we love the lives, Amber, because we get to see you in your beautiful, genuine self.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you expect me to, like, respect Destiny after everything she's done to me. So it's like people coming out of the woodwork saying,
How about, oh, nice pause frame. How about consider maybe once in a while, take the high road, Amber. You always think you're better than the majority of us. Why don't you act it? Because if you were better than the majority of us, you wouldn't take the bait, okay? You would have just let Destiny spew whatever she was going to spew, and you would have taken the high road and shut your mouth. But you can't do that. It's not
oh, this is
possible
her
for you to
true
do that.
colors. No, it's just a little tiny side of me. As humans, we are complex. There's several sides to us. I mean, I probably have over 300 sides to me, and you happen to just see a side that doesn't.
She has over 300. How did she quantify that? Did she have? Is there a page in the Bujo that we didn't see that lists all over 300 personalities that Amber has? She just told us she doesn't have a personality. Now she's got 300 personalities. Girl, make up your damn mind.
Come out often. Does not come out often. And it's unfortunate that I was on a live stream. It is what it is. Like, I don't think anyone watching me right now can look me in the face and say they have never been angry at someone and vocalized anger.
Most of us don't fight that way, Amber. I've been angry at a lot of people in my life. I've had arguments and fights. I've had some pretty public disagreements with people on YouTube, and you know what? None of the parties involved went to the places where you like to go. You're like a naked mole rat. You like to dig down in the mud and get right into the dirt, don't you? You nasty
I just hope that I'm happy and healthier than I am now, Amber, at a lower weight, and I am thriving in whatever goal I have for myself. Is intermittent fasting actually helping? Yes, I could definitely say that it is, because for that chunk of time, those 16 hours where it's like I'm not allowed to eat, it like helps me not think about food.
I heard somebody talking about, and they said, it definitely works. Oh, you know what? I think it was Crusader, actually. I think it was Crusader, saying it can be a really great tool for some people, but maybe if you have issues with food, it's not, because, she always talks about how she doesn't like to, what's the word she used? Restrict. She doesn't like to restrict herself. But isn't intermittent fasting pretty restrictive? So wouldn't that be a trigger? And then when she could eat, she would binge or eat a lot? I just don't get the theory behind this for her.
How was your first time getting spicy with Feline? Oh my god. I was shy. Let's just say that. I was shy, but it felt really good. It felt like fire. It felt like, I don't know. It just felt really good. Are you planning on moving sooner now that weight loss surgery isn't a factor? Yes. Yes, I am. Will we ever get a full apartment?
Wait. I know, Rio, it was part of her title. Part of the title of her video is I'm moving. I'm moving. She's not moving. I mean, she probably will one day move. She might get off the couch eventually. She's not moving. What a load of clickbaity crap, Amberlynn. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, like maybe before I move. Do you think it was partly anxiety that made you delay weight loss surgery? See, I wouldn't correlate that with weight loss surgery. I never felt like anxiety or like anxious regarding weight loss surgery. So
that's literally what you have described to us as your feelings about why you didn't want to go to weight loss surgery. You were feeling anxiety about the surgery. You just described it. I need the little gaslighting symbol to come up here. Do, do, do.
Oh, I'm gonna say no. Who's a YouTuber you classify as a guilty pleasure?
Me.
Ooh,
Me.
this might actually. Oh, okay. Before anyone comes for me, this is a new guilty pleasure. Okay,
The
I don't know
narc
any
alert.
backstory on this
The narc.
person, so if they've ever done anything bad and they need to be
I can tell
canceled,
you whatever
I
you...
don't know about it.
No, not
Okay,
really.
yo, mama.
She's watching male YouTubers. She's got male friends coming over. She's maybe a little thirsty.
Going, and he's like realistic in the way that he thinks from what I've seen. Like I said, I've only been watching him for like 6 days now, so if he's done anything in the past, don't come for me because I don't know about it. I don't know anything about him. Would you consider getting back?
Maybe perhaps do a bit of research into somebody before you promote them on your channel with over 100,000 viewers. I mean, if you want to watch them as a guilty pleasure and not tell anybody, fine, but if you're going to start shouting them out on your channel, maybe do a cursory search. I don't know if there's anything wrong with this guy or not, but you never know.
On Ozempic. I've actually thought about it. I have. See, the whole thing with Ozempic is like, I didn't choose to stop taking it. I was like advised to stop taking it.
Is that true? I don't recall that at all.
By my doctor because of my pancreas and my gallbladder. I loved Ozempic. Ozempic, like...
You hated Ozempic. You literally hated Ozempic. You told us you hated Ozempic. And like, can you smell the gas? Can you smell the kerosene from the gaslighting going on here today?
There was some symptoms, obviously, that were uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it, but I feel like it was worth it, in my opinion. But my doctor did not think so. Very up in the air, I will say that. What do you think is your biggest strength and flaw? Flaw? Super emotional. Like, I am probably overly...
No, your flaw is your inability, is your complete and total black hole lack of integrity. You don't have personal integrity. You don't have integrity with anybody else. You never do what you say you're going to do, ever. You've never finished anything you've started. For me, that would probably be up there more than this.
Emotional. I don't know. Some people might not consider...
You know, that's my biggest flaw, is I just feel too much. I'm so good. I just take on everybody's pain, and that's really my biggest flaw. No.
Consider that a flaw? Like, I don't consider crying or whatever it may be to be weakness, but I feel like maybe other people do. So, my strength. What is my biggest strength? Wow.
What is your biggest strength?
Probably that, like, I have gone through so much and somehow I'm still able to, like, smile. I'm still able to turn on this here camera and just do my thing. Like, I've gone through so much, whether it be in my past or present or whatever.
She really thinks she's a martyr. God, I have lived such a hard life, you guys. There's people in her audience that have gone through and are going through way worse than she did. We have all said many, many times, Amberlynn did not have the kind of childhood that anybody wants for a child. I feel bad for that little girl. I don't think she stood much of a chance. I really don't. And it's sad that she had to come from that. That said, a lot of people come from that. A lot of people go to foster care or are adopted or deal with drug addicts or alcoholics or narcissistic parents. A lot of us, and you know what it's called? Living a human life. Sometimes it's a little harder than others, for sure. But, you know, girl, you haven't gone through a war. You know, you didn't lose your parents. You've never been... Oh, it's just ridiculous.
Like, I don't know how I can still smile. I know that's, like, really deep. Sometimes I'm just like, how am I still standing? Yeah, my strength is that I have strength. Why is your skin always glowing? Huh?
Who wrote this? Who looks at that and says that's glowing? Good Lord, she's gone from urine yellow to purple. Her whole face, today she's not purple. But there's many days when, I don't know, is that high blood pressure that she claims she doesn't have? The color of her face is the same color that Eugenia Cooney's legs were before she went into rehab. You're not glowing, girl. You're dying.
My skin is not glowing.
I got karma for
Is my
that.
skin glowing? No,
No,
way.
No, it's
my
not.
skin
Amber.
is so dry. Any
No, it's
plans for the 4th? So 4th of July literally is today. It's today. We're filming this before I go watch some fireworks. I went to a little party moment on Friday night, and then on Saturday I went to my friends, and then on Sunday I had some friends come over here, so that's why I haven't really been uploading. I've been super freaking busy.
Oh my god, bless your heart. This is sad. Think about how sad this is. I'm not even going to entertain that any of that's real. Amberlynn's sitting on her couch, or her standing desk, wherever the hell she is today, the 2 spots that she sits. And she's telling us this story about the girl that she wishes she was. She's telling us that she was out on Friday night with some friends, and then had other friends over, and then, she was at a party, that she never mentioned or vlogged or talked about. A party. Then she was out with friends, and then they had friends, different friends over. It's not even the same friends. 3 different groups of new friends. None of them watch YouTube. None of them want to be on the camera. She hasn't told us about any of this. It's pretty sad. Think about this sad, I know she can put on whatever front she wants to put on when she's got that camera on. But you and I both know when that camera's off, she's a sad, depressed, quarter-ton young woman sitting on the couch dreaming about all the things she wishes she could do. And that story is exactly that. I'm sorry, that's sad, Amber. Just stop. I'd rather hear you say, I sat at home, but I'm okay with that, than make up a story like this. Gosh.
Busy, but tonight is just me and Feline. Favorite purchase of all time? Ooh, see, I've purchased a lot of things. I'm just gonna say my camera. I love having me a camera, okay?
She doesn't know how to work the camera. She's never looked into learning how to operate that wildly expensive camera I can't afford that camera. That's a gorgeous camera. She hasn't got a friggin' clue how to work it. I don't even know if she knows how to put it on the auto settings.
It's the Canon G7X, if you guys are...
She likes to flex that camera. She doesn't care about how good the camera is. It's a status symbol to her, and that's how she operates. That's why she likes the designer names that she gets at the cut rate stores and
Curious.
stuff.
Mark II, love it. Most vloggers use it. That's what I'm currently using now. How are you dealing with the pressure from people wanting to push weight loss surgery on you? I mean, I'm dealing. It seems like majority of folks, and I mean the haters, the trolls, the people who aren't here for good reasons, they want the opposite of what I want. I have been doing this for 10 years now, so I know that based on experience. Like, that's a fact.
That's a fact. Because Amber has experienced human beings in the past, she now knows what every single human being thinks and where our intentions come from and all of it. Amber knows. Amber knows.
Whenever I want something or whenever I don't want something, if I want it, they don't want me to want it. And then if I don't want it, they want me to want it. So it's just...
This is the same mind frame that she had after the octopus diet. Octavia, the octopus diet. She said, I don't understand why people unsubscribed, I think, at that point. And she was all, I don't understand it. When I went on it, you guys wanted me to go on a diet plan, so I went on a diet plan, and then you told me it was bad, and I went off it, and you're still mad at me. It's like, I'm Amberlynn, and this here, wait a second, this here, where is it? This is the point, and I'm Amberlynn. Get it? She missed the point.
But no one's gonna push me into paying almost 30 grand to get majority of my stomach taken out of me.
I haven't heard anybody pushing her to get weight loss surgery. I don't know where this comes from.
No one's gonna push me to do that. That's ultimately my decision. Would you appear as a guest on the H3 podcast?
Never. Why? Why? Because you're fat? You think that that makes you an interesting enough human being to be on H3? Are you kidding me? Amberlynn, get a grip.
I've thought about this because so many people have asked me this question, and it just
I'm sorry, that's not fat phobic or fat shaming, or you can call me whatever you want, but I'm sorry, the only unique defining characteristic about Amberlynn Reid is her weight. She's not a success story, so why the hell would he have her on there to talk about how she got fat? Lots of people got fat, Amber. You're not even unique in that. You're just unique in that you did it better than everybody else. Not really interesting content for H3, you moronic, narcissistic. You think you're interesting.
depends on why Ethan wants me there. Like, why do you want me there? And then we'll
Doesn't
talk.
ever.
What's the moment you felt most proud of yourself? Honestly, probably either when I graduated high school, because I was the first person in my family ever, like I can't even say in generations, no, like ever, to graduate high school. And now since me,
There is debate on her graduating high school. I think, didn't she finish? She did get her high school GED or diploma or something, but in another way other than graduating high school. Again, I'm not American. I'm not sure how your systems work down there, but I have heard that she didn't actually purely, like, she didn't finish with her class and walk across the stage and graduate. She completed her GED eventually, yeah? I'm not sure.
there has been several others to do so. So I'm very, very happy about that. So just graduating high school. I know for a lot of people that's so easy. That's a breeze. Not where I come from.
Fair enough.
Not where I come from.
Fair
So I was
enough.
very, very proud of that. I think just like also going to college, I didn't complete it because I moved. If I wouldn't have moved, I would have completed it, of course. I didn't stop going because I disliked it or whatever it may be.
You told us you hated the course. You've told us in videos that you hated the course, that you were forced to go to school, that you were forced to take that.
I actually thoroughly enjoyed college. It's just I moved across the country and whatever it may be. But I will say,
why not transfer schools? Lots of people transfer schools.
like everything that I've been really proud of myself for has always been like school related. Oh shoot, this is
Really? If I haven't done a compilation of all the times you've said you're proud, I think maybe that should be incoming. Amberlynn, you're proud of yourself for walking to the toilet. You're proud of yourself for washing a dish, doing laundry.
the last question. Is it a grand finale question?
She's proud of herself for doing Legos, for God's sake. Come on, Amber.
Any upcoming date plans for you and your girlfriend? I guess tonight, going to see the fireworks. Dang! That was a lot of questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Some of these questions I would not have chosen for myself.
Oh, I don't know, Amber. We're pretty sure some of those questions you wrote for yourself. Oh, what are we ever going to do with our delicate little Bambi and her constant state of delusion? Well, I'm going to open up the windows and clear out some of the kerosene from all the gas lights that have been lit today. And I'm going to have some more water because, oh my God, I am so thirsty. Thank you so much for joining me and Rio, wherever he is. I can't wait to see you again, and until we meet again, please be kind. And hasta luego.